5 basic stances. Ready stance. This is the most common use stance when you're standing at case. You can use this stance in tournaments and fights before you start engaging with the opponent. In this stance, you need to stand with your toes pointing forward and your feet parallel to your shoulders. Standing with your feet apart gives you balance so that you can move to the next position and attack your opponent. You need to keep your knees straight and your whole body facing forward. Your hand should be on the waist level, either you are holding two batons or one with another weapon. Forward stance. As you start from the ready stance, you will have to move one foot to the front. You will have to do this until your toes and your knee are in line with each other. Your toes, torso and waist will be facing forward. Hence the name of the stance. Make sure that your foot is not too much extended or the body is too low. Otherwise, it will be hard to maneuver or attack from this position. You should be able to distribute the weight of the body equally on both legs. There are two types of forward stances, the right foot stance or the left foot one. Depending on the foot you are extending to the front, it is usually used in striking or blocking techniques. Oblique stance. This stance starts again from the ready stance. In this stance, you will start moving one foot in 45 degrees angle until the toes and the knees are in line with each other. The foot is moved forward away from the body to reach the right position. Your moving foot is called the lead foot. You will have to move your body in the same direction of the lead foot. The waist and the torso are kept moving to the front along with the toes. It is essential not to extend your feet too much to the front or lower your body too much. Otherwise, it will be hard to move and maneuver. It is critical to keep your body weight equally distributed on both legs. Again, the oblique stance can be right or left foot, lead depending on the foot you choose to move. This stance is used in blocking and evasion. Straddle stance. You should start from the ready stance, then move either the left or right foot for a distance of 2 feet to the left or right direction. This is done until both lower legs are now perpendicular to the ground. The whole body, the legs, and the toes should be facing forward to make sure that this stance is a success. Again, it is crucial to make sure that the feet are not too extended, as this makes you in positions where you are unable to move properly in order to attack or defend. The name of this stance is due to the resemblance to the position a horse riding would maintain. This is why it is also sometimes called the horseback riding stance. This stance is one of the most efficient stances used to block the strikes, especially to the side of the body. Side stance. This is very close to the straddle stance. As you again start from the ready stance, then move your feet either to the right or to the left. However, in these positions, the moving foot will be kept perpendicular to the ground while the other leg would be extended. This Arnie stances somehow looks as if you are about to engage in a side kick. Again, the torso, the legs, and the toes should be kept pointing forward. Also, it is very important to make sure that the body is not too low by extending your foot too far to the side. You can engage to a right side stance or left side stance depending on the foot you choose to move. This stance is usually used in evasion techniques or strike deflection. Back stance. As the name suggests, In this stance, the foot is moved to the back rather than the side. You will start from the ready stance, then extend his foot to the back in a 45 degrees angle away from the body. While the legs are in straddle position, the heels should form an imaginary L shape. The weight of the body should be equally distributed on both legs, and it is very important not to extend the foot too far. 12 striking techniques. Striking technique number 1. Left side of the head attack. From the fighting stance, the warrior will hold the stick with one hand at 1 o'clock. He will then move the stick in a slashing action while keeping the free hand on the chest. This is a diagonal downward forehand swing to the left temple. Striking technique number 2. Right side of the head attack. Like the left temple strike, the warrior assumes fighting stance. This time with a kick held at 11 o'clock and the free hand keep on the chest. The strike to the right temple is then done in a diagonal downward backhand swing. Striking technique number 3. Left side of the body or torso. In this strike, the practitioner will extend the weapon hand. Then, he will proceed to strike any part of the trunk located between the shoulder and the hips. The stick will be held in a diagonal forehand slashing swing. This is the way to deliver the maximum amount of damage. Striking technique number 4. Right side of the body or torso. Again, the practitioner will extend the weapon hand to strike any part of the body located on the right side, between the shoulder and the hips. The weapon of choice will be moved in a backhand slashing swing. Striking technique number 5. Thrust to the stomach. This is a strong thrust to the solar plexus or the stomach and can cause fatal damage to the vital organs and the abdomen. In this strike, the practitioner will thrust the weapon hand to the target point, which is the solar plexus. It is then followed by an upward motion that will cut through the opponent's body. Striking technique number 6. Left chest stab. In this strike, the practitioner will assume the fighting stance with the weapon of choice in his hands. The weapon hand is then extended to the front with the palm facing outward and the elbow kept up. This strike can cause real damage to the rib cage. A weapon like a knife, spear, or sword will end your opponent's life immediately as it fractures the lungs and the heart. Striking technique number 7. Right chest stab. After assuming fighting stance, the practitioner will practice the scooping action. The weapon hand is then extended forward with the palm facing outward. The elbow should be kept up in order to deliver an efficient strike to the right lung that will fracture it and end your opponent's life immediately. Striking technique number 8. Left lower leg. A practitioner here will try to deliver a powerful strike to the lower leg, targeting the knee, the chin, or the ankle. And the aim of the strike is to throw your opponent off balance and immobilize him. Using the right weapon, you might be able to break a bone or even cut a limb. The warrior is supposed to lower his body while extending the weapon arm. He should hold the palm upward and hit any part of the lower leg. Striking technique number 9. Right lower leg. This strike is just like the previous one. The practitioner will extend the weapon hand and lower his body to hit the knee, the chin, or the ankle. This time, the palm should face downward. Striking technique number 10. Left eye poke. A targeted thrust to the eye socket will not just blind your opponent, but will also deliver real damage to the brain. Using a sharp weapon like a sibat or the right baston, it can end your opponent's life right there. The practitioner should assume fighting stance, then extend the weapon hand forward with the palm facing outward and the elbow kept down. Striking technique number 11. Right eye poke. This thrust is similar to the previous one except that the practitioner will have to hold his elbow down. This will allow him to hit the eye precisely with the right weapon penetrating all the way through to the brain. Striking technique number 12. Strike to the crown or top of the head. This is a straight downward overhead swing directed towards the crown of the head. Hitting the top of the head can immobilize your opponent, deliver damage to the brain, and throw him off balance. Using a real sharp or powerful weapon can even shatter the skill bones and ending the fight to your favor in a matter of seconds.